If you are a first owner of an executive condo, you will already be sitting on good paper gains. But the question is, when is the right time to sell? Is it upon the 5 or 10 years mark? Hello everyone, I'm Vivian and welcome back to my channel. EC is a hybrid of public and private housing which are designed for Singaporeans in mind. They look and feel just like private condominiums but come with a subsidized price tag, and many even enjoy additional housing grants. On the other hand, not all are eligible as buyers of ECs are restricted based on HDB ruling. After TOP, there are two main periods which are deemed important for an EC. First, it will be upon the 5 years mark where it is considered semi-privatized and can be sold in the resale market but only to PRs. Second, once an EC becomes fully privatized the moment it turns 10 years old, this means owners can now sell to anyone including foreigners and entities. As such, a common question from many EC owners is, should I wait for my EC to be fully privatized to sell to foreigners for maximum gains? While this is true, but only to a certain extent. ECs which have experienced a surge in pricing after being fully privatized are those that were built before 2003. This is the price trend of Woodsville EC, which is located in Woodlands. It TOP'd in year 2000, became semi-privatized in 2005, and fully privatized in 2010. As you can see, the first significant surge came only after MOP due to an increase in demand from PR. There is another surge when it reached the 10-year mark. The price was further increased by over 50% when it became fully privatized in 2010 because of a new group of demand, which is the foreigners. Similar trends were also spotted in Eastvale, which is located in Pasir Ris, and Floraville, located in Jurong West. Their price trends are also similar to Woodsville, whereby its first surge came about only after MOP and second surge came after the 10-year mark. However, in 2011, government introduced a series of cooling measures which states that the foreigners will be subjected to 10% ABSD for buying any residential property in Singapore. This started to take an effect on the profit margin of EC owners. Subsequently, this percentage changed in 2013 to 15%, in 2018 to 20%, and the most recent in 2021 to 30%. This move made properties harder to reach for foreigners on top of the minimum 25% down payment and buyer's stamp duty which they have to pay all in cash. All ECs are located in the heartlands, and foreigners who are attracted to such properties tend to belong to the middle income group. So this amount of cash upfront will mean that it might make more sense for them to rent instead. Those who have the ability to have such an amount of cash most likely will stick to luxury properties. Taking reference from ECs which were fully privatized from 2015 to 2018, we can clearly see that right after the surge after their MOP, the prices remained stable before hitting the 10-year mark. More importantly, the bulk of buyers were made up of Singaporeans and PRs, and less than 1% are foreigners. We can safely say that the ECs which turned 10-year-old after 2011 are less likely to experience the second surge when they become fully privatized due to foreigners. It is more likely that prices will depend heavily on market sentiments instead, but the growth will not be as much compared to the initial surge upon MOP. From these examples, we can safely conclude that for most EC owners, the best time to sell would be 1 to 2 years from MOP. But for some owners, you could actually still hold on to your property as there are other factors that we have to look at to time our sale, such as supply and other micro factors. Alright, that's all for today. Do reach out to me if you require any property advice at the contact number below. Lastly, do remember to like and subscribe so that I'll be encouraged to create more content like this. I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye!